It's the 23rd of March 2021. It's the day after our completion date on our first ever house. And so we thought we'd do a little video just to show you all around. It's still locked down, obviously, so we thought, why not do a little video? And anyone that wants to, if you're interested, you can actually have a look, have a mooch, and yeah, have a look at our house. So front door, nice and big. We'll replace that eventually. This is definitely a doer-upper house. As the video progresses and we walk around everywhere, you'll soon notice that there's quite a few bits and pieces that need to be done. There's quite a lot of work that me and Kel are going to have to do, but it's all exciting and we can't wait to crack on with it. Front room, lovely big bay window. Good old mesh in front of them. I think we'll probably change those to blinds. The main reason for this video though is so we can kind of document everything that we do, and then obviously in the future when we look back at these videos we can see what we've achieved and see what we've done, and it's amazing just to see how I think it'll be quite interesting and amazing to see how the house progresses. Fireplace, cables, loads of cables, they all need sorted out. Fireplace, that'll probably come out. What's really cool though is we've already ripped up this carpet a little bit. And we've got wood block floor underneath. So we're definitely going to be keeping that. Probably sand that down and lacquer it, or put a coat of resin on or something like that, just to bring it up a little bit, just to protect it. But yeah, definitely got to keep the wood block floor underneath, get rid of the carpets. All the carpets need to go. The amount of dust and whatnot that are in them, yeah, it all needs to go. These built-in cupboards, I think they're going to go as well. We're basically going to strip the house back to the bare bones of it. Some of the electrics are going to need doing. So yeah, that's the front room. Nice spacious room. Underneath the stairs, loads of room under the stairs. Really, really cool under the stairs. Going to have a look at trying to move these electrics about. Maybe see if all of this can go higher up. And then we can look at getting some storage built or something like that underneath the stairs for shoes, coats, jumpers, things like that. I don't know. At the moment we have no idea exactly what we're going to do, but it's all part of the fun of it really. Back room, again, the built-in storage, that's going to come out. And then we've got the red tiles that are all different levels. The flooring itself is a lot higher at this point, and then as you can see, as it goes into the kitchen, there must have been a wall prior, and then it goes, if you roll the marble down, it just literally roll right the way down into this back corner of the kitchen, because this just goes downhill quite a bit actually, so that's going to obviously need looking at and sorting. Oh, here's Luna, come say hi. Hey baby. Kitchen, obviously, really not so bad. Yes, it's a little bit older, a little bit dated, but to be honest, we actually quite like the kitchen as it is for now. The tiles, we'll probably look at either painting the tiles or take the tiles off and put something else on eventually. Obviously a new sink eventually, but we quite like the look of the doors, the panels. And what we might do is just potentially look again some chalk paint and paint those. They're all soft close as well, which is quite cool. Although that one didn't. Typical. Yeah, all soft close. Yeah, soft closes there. So yeah, we're quite happy with the kitchen. The one real cool thing about this is the big window as well, looking through to the conservatory. Again, we've talked about potentially removing this And then so it's like a one big open space to the conservatory, which will make it just feel a little bit more homely and cozy, I think. But then at the same time, we're thinking, well, we might leave the window in because during the winter, or today, it's like 10 degrees outside. The conservatory, it's amazing how much cooler the conservatory is compared to the rest of the house. So if we remove this, we're thinking that obviously it's going to be kicking the boiler in quite a lot more. Or the other idea that we've had is that we install underfloor heating from the boiler in the conservatory, or we have a radiator installed. So we're not quite sure yet. There's literally so many ideas. There's so many different things that we could do with this house, which is amazing. And that's one of the main reasons, like I say, sorry to repeat myself, but one of the main reasons why we want to do this video, or these videos, because as time progresses, obviously we'll have a better idea and understanding with what we want to do on each aspect of the house. And so it'll be quite interesting to look back at the original ideas and what we actually decided to do. So yeah, that's the kitchen and dining room, I suppose you could call it, maybe, don't know. Moving on, there's Kelly and Luna. Hi. And then conservatory, lovely space in here. I think this is going to be one of our favourite rooms. The previous owner, bless him, painted the roof with emulsion paint. So we're going to look at stripping that off very soon. But yeah, they're just really big glass panels. So cool. And then here is a little bonus utility room, which is quite dark. So we're going to have to work at trying to brighten this area up a little bit. But for shoving in a washing machine and ironing board, all those bits and pieces, this is going to be a fantastic little space for that. So pretty good, really. Boom! The turquoise sink. So yeah, we'll keep that for now, because at the end of the day, everything in his house works, which is brilliant. There's nothing wrong with this house at all. It's livable in, but obviously, eventually we'll just want to update things and just put mine and Cal's little touches on. So for now, the turquoise sink will stay, but then eventually we will, when we come on to doing this room up, yeah, that will probably go. And then little toilet space. Now there was written on the door, on the wall, to have a window put in. Now that's not a bad idea actually, and that's something that me and Kelly are potentially considering, because it will just naturally lighten up this room a bit. So yeah, we might look at doing that. Maybe. Potentially new toilet eventually. Look at redecorating this, obviously, the tiles and whatnot. Get all these shelves out. You'll notice as we go around, the previous owner loved his shelves. Put loads of brackets on, bless him. And it's quite cool though, because he used to use whatever he could. Little bits of plywood, little bits of chipboard. There's even some architrave or skirting board. Literally, he'd use anything at all. And there's a little window out there to the conservatory. So this just needs tidying up a little bit. Definitely not going to fill that in, because that does help to, well, that's the only source of light at the moment, apart from the glass in the door. But so it's nice and light at that end, but at the opposite end it does go really quite dark. So yeah, something to look at, something to look into. So that is the UT room, as we're calling it. Back is conservatory. Obviously the main waste pipe, we'll look at boxing that in. Getting that sorted eventually. The opposite side to the kitchen window. Obviously this used to just be the external of the house. And then they've put the conservatory on top, well, on the back of it. So yeah, we might end up getting rid of this window eventually and just have it as one big hole, maybe. Don't know, we'll see. So yeah, moving on to the back garden. Oh, locked. Keys. See how this video has not been rehearsed. So, into the back garden. We have this tiny little thing, which I have no frigging idea what would have been used for. Maybe some, well, there's no log burner or anything like that, so no idea. We keep joking about that maybe it was a rabbit hutch at one point, but I highly doubt it. Shed number 1, shed number 2, workshop and garage. All of these sheds are going to be going because it's just going to provide us with so much more space. And to be honest, most of the sheds are pretty much... most of the sheds are, unfortunately, way past the best. And so they all just need pulling down and starting from afresh, basically. Oh, something's just come off there. So yeah, conservatory. Got a little bit of space just beside the house. Needs a bit of a clean up. Definitely going to need a new gate eventually, but that's something that we can look into. And then yeah, you get a better feel for the left-hand side of the garden, just how much space is taken up by these sheds. And that little thing, whatever that is. And we've got nice area for planting up and whatnot. Whatever we want to do, really. And then this is the old workshop that we used to use a lot. And again, this is just a huge area. From the conservatory, it looks quite small, but it's absolutely massive. I've not measured anything. I have no idea how big it actually is. But there's a standard UK, obviously, wheelie bin. So you get a nice feel for just how big it is. I'm not even actually stood at the back of it. But unfortunately, it is really quite quirky, this little greenhouse or workshop. But unfortunately, a lot of the wood's starting to get, well, it's rotting away. Some of the glass panels are smashed. They're not safe anymore. The electrics has been done by the previous owner, so they definitely need looking at, because it looks like the electrics the fuse, unfortunately, that was installed by himself, we think, has been tripped with the cooler, damp weather. So obviously we need to make sure that it's nice and safe. So yeah, I think all the electrics are going to have to be pulled out of here, and then we'll probably take this down, because again, this will just provide us with so much more space in the garden. And then yeah, opposite we've got the garage, concrete garage. There's no actual door to be able to get into it from there, but yeah, there's obviously there's rear access, there's a road behind, and so we can just get in the garage that way. But we might look at changing that and put a door maybe here, or take out all those panels. I don't know. Again, it's one of the million jobs that we have to discuss and look into. So going back out, that's the workshop. Garden, grass, seen better days at the moment. And then the garage. And again, there's some cables going from the greenhouse or the workshop into there, so they're going to need to be pulled out for sure. And then that's the back of the house. Okay, so we'll go back in and we'll take it upstairs. So, back garden done. Back into conservatory. Kitchen diner. Hallway. Front room. Front door. A little bit dark in the hallway, hall stairs and landing. As you look up, it's a little bit dark as well up here, so we're going to try and figure out a way of just brightening this up a little bit. It would have been cool. We do believe that there used to be a window here on the top right, and that would have been quite cool if we still had that window. It just would have brightened up the top of the room, well, top of the house, no end. Kitchen, carpet, yay! Carpet in a bathroom. Oh, so as you can see, there's plenty of water stains and all sorts of horrible stuff on the carpet. Oh, so that's going to have to come out. Boiler works well, and then all of this was put in by previous owner again just to hide the pipe work. So we're thinking the boiler will go up into the loft. Just gives us extra space, gives us extra room in the bathroom. And then obviously we'll look at getting a new bathroom sorted and installed soon. That's one of the top priorities, is moving the boiler or getting a new boiler, depending on how old this one actually is and whether it needs to be changed or not. And then, yeah, bathroom definitely needs to be looked at. Because, yeah, the shower is definitely, shower's had its day. And looking back out onto the landing, the banisters are very, very low, very low. Gives you slight anxiety actually when you're walking past it, because you feel like you could just easily go over. And then small bedroom. Again, absolutely loads of shelving space. All that's going to have to come out. We'll keep the brackets though, worth keeping those. He spent quite a bit of money on brackets, bless him. And then the one really cool thing about these, the front, well, actually, yeah, every single window up top in the top of the house is the really tall windows. They're quite unique, but they let a lot of light in, which is fantastic. Really, really cool. And then front room, we've had to close this door just because there's a bit of broken glass. Obviously with Luna, we don't want her coming in here. Front room, got to take out the fitted wardrobes, just because that'll open up the space quite a bit more as well. And we can look at doing our own thing then with them. Lampshade, that'll go eventually. As well as this lovely stuff. I think we'll go for blinds all round. So I don't think this is going to be the master bedroom. I don't think. I think we're going to have the back room as the master bedroom. And then going into the master bedroom. Apologies for all the mess, but we slept here last night, so we've just got to make it work for us a little bit. Oh, there's Kelly and Luna. Say hi. Hi, Luna. And there's our headboard. 50mm insulation or 75mm insulation. I don't know how thick it is, to be fair, but yeah, found that quite funny. And then the loft as well. So I'll just grab the pole and we'll take you up there. Where is it? Okay, up into the loft we go. So again, I really like the loft space. Well, we both do, to be fair, because it's just so big. You can stand up really easily in this the middle space, and obviously you can see the supports going across, and you can walk all the way up to, well, for my height anyway, you can walk all the way up to the sleepers and there's no issue whatsoever. So all this middle bit, you can actually walk around no problem. So I don't know, you could convert this, look at converting it. Not sure. Lots of ideas to think about at the moment. And then we've got obviously all of the underneath, which could be turned into storage. Just loads of space up here, loads of space. The only thing is that obviously, like all lofts that haven't been converted, they're a little bit cold. It's a little bit cold up here. So we're on about potentially dropping the ceiling. Also, this has been, this floor is relatively new, but the problem is the floorboards have been placed directly onto the ceiling. So of course, the weight of that has just caused quite a lot of the, well, pretty much all of the ceilings in each room to crack quite a bit. So we're on about knocking down the ceilings of all of the bedrooms, and then we'll just lower those down a little bit and redo that. That'll actually provide some space between here and the ceiling of the bedroom, so we can actually install a little bit of insulation as well, which will make the rooms downstairs a little bit warmer. It's going to retain a lot more heat, which will be good, because that'll save on heating bills a little bit more. So yeah, that's the loft. So that's the video of the house. Hope you all enjoyed the little look around with us. If you've got any comments or suggestions, what would you do with anything, any of the rooms? We're on a tight budget, so no extensions on the back. Can't afford anything like that. But yeah, if you've got any comments, any suggestions, anything like that, drop a comment down below. It'd be interesting to know what you'd do. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this develop and go through the process of sorting everything out. I think one of the first jobs is taking off these, stop removing all the shelves, and get rid of the built-in cupboards. And then yeah, we'll do probably like weekly updates or something like that, just to see progress for anyone that's interested. If you're not, that's fine. If you are, you'll see them. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one.